Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Statera. We want to tell you about our teaching presentation about this final examination. This is our team, and we begin to the fact finding. We found many facts from the collected interview data. There are several positive and negative responses submitted by Gojek drivers. An example of a negative response is some Gojek drivers still feel they have not received facility from the Gojek company. And an example of a positive response is the average. According to Gojek drivers, the wages earned are in accordance with their working hours. Next, we will explain about the fact-finding that we made at the Gojek company. There are 5 slides from this discussion. There are many unique facts related to the policies that have been set by Gojek, such as the results show that the application used by Gojek is an excellent online transportation application because it combines the characteristic of innovation and success of the information system, as well as the requirements to become a Gojek driver. According to the response, it is not a special skill because it is a general skill that can be learned by everyone, unlike the others of work. From the article, the protests are not without reason. This is due to factors from companies that use the word partner from the startup companies, even though the law on partners is clear, namely in law number 20 of 2008, correcting micro, small, and medium enterprise, that and the model implemented by the company is never contrary it to the gig economy wants to a decent job with a approving wage. And this in Article 2, in the pandemic era, all activities began to have limitation had to be carried out from home. This had a positive impact on logistic and e-commerce companies, but did not have a good impact on drivers. Next, from this article, it shows that at the beginning, there were workers who feel that there was unfair treatment of workers, salaries from ride-hailing Grabs, Gojek, etc. And workers felt they were not considered employees because of legal loopholes in the labor law based on Fireworks report of the Foundation minimum fare per kilometer. According to the operational area, considering the total amount of working time, including with waiting time, plus the costs associated with their works. This is not taking lagi 1, 2, 3 action. In the article 4, Indonesian gig economy dominated by transportation and delivery platform Grab and Gojek has failed to meet the social aspect of the environmental, social, and government benchmarks applied by global investor. In Indonesia, first fair work ranking study scores fell below the half mark of the supposed score, leaving plenty of room for improvement in the country economy. In the article 5, in this article, the author tries to confirm that the main problem currently experienced by many gig workers is the lack of protection and labor benefits, such as paid leave and medical benefits. Next, this is the list of queries that we found in article and we take it in Netlytic. This is the screenshot of project. And this is the mapping on our project in Netlytic. This is the map on cluster 1. And in the cluster 1 is a communication network group with the main actor Alia Malika. The density of the conversation happened because many people retweeted about not preparing casts when they were going to take response by retweeting with a series of pro action that said they were included in exhortation on and contra, marked in the relationship in cluster 2. And this is map for the cluster 2. In cluster 2 is a communication network group with the main actor crying T0. Contra with cluster 1 because many retreated and take people who consign drivers who have achievement points in a day, so that time is important. Filled with accounts from Gojek drivers from Gojek and Grab, consigning contra conversation with cluster 1. One of the accounts of online Gojek drivers says that time is valuable for driving, even though it is only 12 minutes because the driver is a partner system, so that their working time can be more and can result in death. This is a map for cluster 3. And in cluster 3 is a communication network group with the main actor Gojek Indonesia, tagging and discussing complaints in terms of customer certification, drivers training to the partner system implemented by Gojek. In addition to discussing work vehicles, other things like driver rating and functions process, which makes the driver not receive a salary, bring up the news link over M is in a business partner. This is a map for cluster 4. And in cluster 4, uptake tweet cluster 3. And for the cluster 4 is the result of an uptaking tweet from cluster 3 with the main actor Gojek on tweet. The contents of the conversation are complaints from drivers about parking fees. Gojek Indonesia has yet to regulate the parking tariff system policy imposed by restaurants and malls for drivers. Netizens have also asked Gojek Indonesia to regulate the system applied to Gojek partners, starting from the incentive policies, partners, and customers regulation. Next, this is a mapping for cluster 5. In the cluster 5 is a communication network group with the main actor Bang Ojol. The main discussion is about the response of netizens in the performance of Gojek drivers who go up and down in delivering or picking up customer and contains the response of driver customer. Cut dulu. So 1, 2, 3, action. In the monitoring conclusion, the drivers called work partner by Gojek. In reality, they sent not to work without any other choice, demanded to process target so that more hours of work with salary are often not worth it. This can lead to fatigue and even death. This is a sentiment analysis from Netflix. Visually, 1, 2, 3, action. We're going to visualization data of Gojek. From the article, strikes and protests are not without reason. This is due to factors from companies that use the word partners from startup companies, even though the law partners is clearly, namely in law number 20 of 2009 concerning micro, small business enterprise and medium in the company's model are in stark contrast to it. In this article, author tries to confirm that the main problem currently experienced by many gig workers is the lack of protection and labor benefits. And how about drivers in Malang Raya? The above are the words that most often appear during analytic analysis, and in general they contain about drivers, voices, audios were felt and Gojek. Why are there so many negative tones in analytic data result? Because in analytic analysis, there is a discussion about driver welfare, which discuss partnership system, insurance, and other related to driver welfare. But many positive words are caused by buzzers or bots, not from the drivers themselves. Gojek drivers in Malang Raya with a dominant age of 15 years, most of them born in the year 1992. There are more than 2,000 Gojek drivers in Malang Raya who actively working under a space of the Gojek company. According to the result of the qualitative data we collected, the average driver has studied up to high school level. They have joined Gojek since 2019. The driver has 8 until 12 hours in a day for working time and 3 until 4 million a month average income, more non-community so as not to be tied to one network. Out of the 1,900, out of the out of 1,931 people, there were 1,030 positive response, 662 negative, and 239 neutral on the topic of appropriate wages. Out of 1,271 people, there were 885 positive response, 547 negative, and 289 neutral from the topic appropriate facilities. From 1,676 people, there were 764 positive response, 572 negative, and 339 neutral from the topic in insurance with certain condition. Many drivers feel that the wages are appropriate, the facilities are appropriate, and they receive insurance even though there will be provisions. Of the 920 people, there were 476 positive response, 300 negative, and 100 negative, and 153 neutral from the topic of self-help according to the driver expectation. For the from 1,339 people, there were 981 positive response, 264 negative, and 84 neutral on the topic of ease of use of the program. Of the 869 people, there were 531 positive response, 185 negative, and 153 neutral on the topic of the benefit of using program. There are drivers who feel that it is appropriate and not appropriate about the self-help program. But those who use this feel that the program is easy and provides benefit. A total of 760 drivers out of 1,213 drivers failed that rating did not really matter. According to the result of the qualitative data we collected, on average, drivers do not take outside insurance or insurance themselves, not through Gojek. A total of 558 drivers from 1,101 drivers said that Gojek had not treated them like heroes. And there are drivers who think that the demands of fast, innovative, and impactful, that there are those who perceive it the burdensome and normal. Next, we're going to explaining about 5C analysis. The advantage of the brand is a Gojek as company that provides transportation service has won the first place at the UN Women 2021 Asia Pacific Women Environment Festival for the transparency and reporting category. And the advantage of driver, excellent drivers, 2 drivers every 3 months. Next, this is a defensively every day must be painted and humble if passing according the driver. Next, Gojek has a vision and mission. Gojek Indonesia innovates to help improve the transportation structure in Indonesia and become the fastest transportation service that is used as reference to implementing compliance and good governance of transportation structure by using technological fintech in providing service to facilitate the fulfillment of needs of the Indonesian people. And the customer and the target audience in customer is driver are the main target market for the sustainability of Gojek application with a status that is not an employee but a partner. And the audience behavior, like the flexibility of working hours and the demographic segmentation, because Gojek drivers are partners with a business-to-business system. They do not determine gender, age, education, and SES. Gojek on terms and condition are determined. In the geographic segmentation, people who live in the block of Malang Raya. And the behavioral segmentation, grateful people, and the psychographic segmentation, people who want to more time with family. The competitor within this case is the Grab, Shopee, and Maxim. The collaborator in Gojek and Tokopedia collaborator, Gojek and BTS collaboration, and Gojek collaboration with Shopee. In this climate, on of technology side at the beginning of Gojek emergence in 2011. It performed a call center service in running a business. The customer contacted the call center service to get service and inform the pickup location. Then the call center will contact the driver and pick a point, but this method is not active. So Gojek use new technology that is based on iOS and Android-based application, and the impact of this technology change is increased Gojek customer. And this is a pastel. In the political, the founder of Gojek, Nadiem Makarim, was even appointed as Minister of Education by Jokowi because he was considered a successful entrepreneur. And in economy, in 2020, transaction in e-commerce increased by almost 50% from before due to the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the social, the gig workers in Indonesia went on strike to fight back and hope to get a distant job. And in technology, Gojek has expanded their service beyond online transportation service. And illegal is a labor law number 13 of 2003. In environment, Gojek presents environmentally friendly transportation service through its news program, namely the Go Greener 3 Collective. This is SWOT. The strike was awarded as the top 10 most powerful brand in Indonesia at the Brand Asia in 2017 event. And in weakness, accounts are easily suspended because from the start they are parents, partners, and not employees with low rating from customers' account can be suspended. And the third, the number of competitors who are engaged in the same field such as Grab, Maxim, etc. And the opportunity to helping the government create a developed economy. This is a toast. For this one, we create a space for social interaction by joining the driver community. For fixed the driver statement, regret slow response by activating complaint response. And we provide education about the program, system, and all Gojek facilities. For creating a socialization program for the conference of claiming insurance and the other program.
Primary person. This is the first type of community we have found. The consists of the older people who are grateful for the they have, appreciate the time formally and social, so that they need more help and education for the children. Next. Secondary person. For the second type of community, it more likely for young people with coffee habits. The type is also intended for those who position Gojek as a side jobs, so they need more bonus incentive. Next. Problem statement. With the data we described at the beginning, we have promoted the essence of the current situation, namely the welfare program has not been communicated directly to the tribes. This creates a lack of understanding about the welfare program So many drivers who do not participate in the program and end up responding negatively that Gojek does not provide jobs eligibility. Smart goals. To overcome the problem above, we have a goals for the 5 years to market or reintroduce Gojek as a prosperous driver partnership platform in 2027. Next, objective. Furthermore, we make more detailed goals to facilitate priority mapping from the general vision that will be realized, and then improve communication to shift the assumption of the Gojek with program from negative to positive. Next, increasing social media positive sentiment from 5,000 to 500 sensation. Stakeholders. Of the 5 stakeholders, we only choose 4 stakeholders, meaning the government, media, community, and business. Next, their position. We position ourselves the same as the position Gojek in the eyes of the audience, namely as an application that can perform multifunction with one command, providing various services ranging of transportation, food logistics, delivery, and etc. From transportation service, we use the principle of partnership with the driver. Our key messages are also adapted for our platform, making it easier to access various sectors to help and continue to help those around us. Tagline. The tagline also adjusts according there must be a way. Next. Strategy, tactic, tools, and outcomes. I will shorten the tools and outcomes tactic strategy. To formulate the strategy, we use the ASAS formula. This is the tactics. Our, our tools are adjust to our objective, to intensify social media, and this is the outcome.
Okay, for the program, to realize the primary mission we formulated earlier, we created 4 programs that will be relevant. The first program is Lively Community. In this program, our goal is to establish good relation and direct coordination, recreating the dissemination of information with the community. Therefore, there's a need for significant enough community role, so the driver need to register in their community. And then the second program is Remember Gojek Swadaya or Gojek Self-Help, because Gojek has created a welfare program in the form of self-help. This program was designed to follow up the agenda. It will be detailed in the detail section about the mechanism like this. And then the third program is STBD, Sharing Caring with Driver. We highlight the strategy section, one of which is the sharing section. Therefore, this program exists to intensify that section. And then the last program is X Media. We plan to cooperate with news media to participate in publishing and program we have created, especially Remember Swadaya and STBD, so that the use of hashtag can increase. And then hashtag. Each program will have a hashtag except X Media because it's only this press release related to the previous program. The hashtag is DriveRe, hashtag Remember Lagi Swadaya, and hashtag Semarak Komunikasi. And then Peso, this is the formation of strategy media owned by Gojek like this. Paid, earn, share, own. And then media planning. The media planning section explains the tools above like this, just detailing the content to be loaded and media selection. And then